The DJI Pocket 4 just dropped, and if you're like me and you own the DJI Osmo Nano, do not spend your money on it just yet. So let's talk about what the Pocket 4 actually brings to the table. Not the hype, the actual specs, because some of these are real upgrades and some of them DJI is just gonna have to do a little bit more explaining. So there are actually gonna be 4 upgrades that I'm actually going to cover right now, and one of them is gonna be the dynamic range. It has 14 stops of dynamic range compared to the Nano, which doesn't necessarily have anything. This one is actually real because the Pocket 4 is claiming 14 stops of dynamic range. That's the difference between a blown out sky and a sky that you can recover and edit. So when it comes to creators that's shooting outside, that actually matters. The second thing that we're actually going to discuss will be the 10-bit color, when it comes to the color science. So 10-bit means more color information in every frame. So if you're color grading your footage, this is a genuine upgrade. The Nano, it shoots flat, but it does 10-bit as well. So it gives you a little bit more work to, work with in post. The third thing will be the built-in storage, and it also has all channel audios. So when it comes to the internal storage and the audio, you don't necessarily have to worry about it because it comes with 107 gigs of storage. It also can go up to 4 channels of audio. So no more hunting for SD cards, 107 gigs on board. For the audio, you can go up to 4 channels, omnidirectional, and it's mainly for vloggers and content creators. So that's actually clutch. The last thing will be the 2x Lossless Zoom. So when it comes to the Pocket 4, it actually has 2x Lossless Zoom built in. And pertaining to the Nano, it doesn't have any type of zoom. So you would have to crop in your footage. When you're cropping in your footage on the Nano, you are going to lose a little bit of quality just based off of the sensor that's on here. But with the Lossless Zoom, that's going to be on the Pocket 4. You'll be able to crop in and you won't be able to lose any type of quality. And that changes a lot when it comes to your flexibility pertaining to, any type of content that you're creating, whether it's interviews, talking heads, or just, content creating in general. Now, here's where it actually gets real, because I actually started snooping and going through the DJI community, and I looked at what people actually wanted from the Pocket 4, and then I looked at what DJI actually delivered. So this list of things that they ignored is kind of wild, but we're actually going to read and see the wish list versus the reality pertaining to this camera. So the waterproofing, the replaceable battery, ND filters, we don't have any of that. In regards to the optical zoom, the bigger screen, we don't have none of that. Now, most of these type of features may be, or, most of these specs or features, whatever, they may be into the Pocket 4 Pro, but that's to be determined. We really don't know. Now, what do I actually use my DJI Nano for? When it comes to the DJI Nano, I pretty much use it pertaining to, content creating, short form content, vlogging. And I do it in a way to where I can be discreet. I don't have to necessarily have everything all, in display, and I can still get the quality that I'm looking for because of the fact that I'm using the DJI ecosystem and the software and everything that's on these type of cameras. So I necessarily don't have to worry in regards to quality, in regards to how I create content, because at the end of the day, this is pretty much all that I need pertaining to a vlogging POV style type camera. Now, when it comes to the price point, the Pocket 4 is coming in roughly around $500. The Nano, you can still grab it for significantly less. So we're not asking if the Pocket 4 is better. We're asking, is it worth it based off the price difference and based off the things that DJI doesn't include with the Pocket 4. When it comes to copping and dropping this camera, I'm gonna give it to you straight. I feel as people should upgrade if you want to be able to shoot a lot outdoors, you want to shoot in mixed lighting. Like I said, that 14 stops of dynamic range is actually going to show in your footage and is actually going to help you out a lot. If you do a lot of talking heads, a lot of interviews, content creating, the 4-channel audio, pretty much you'll be able to get all of those upgrades compared to what a Nano can give you. Now, I feel as you should skip this camera if you feel like when it comes to your content creation style, the Nano will be more than enough for you to use, and you want to be able to save that extra money to upgrade to better equipment like lighting, mics, whatever it may be. And then also too, I feel like you should wait if you feel like you want to be able to get the waterproofing, the optical zoom, the dual lens, because all that's going to come with the Pocket 4 Pro. So if you just bought the Nano in the last 6 months, let yourself shoot and pretty much just let it grow on you first. You don't have to necessarily always have to upgrade to the newest and greatest just because a company is launching that type of camera. So as for me, where do I land as a Nano user? I'm not copping the 4 just yet. I'm pretty much just gonna wait until maybe the Pocket 4 Pro pops out to where I can really see if I feel like I need to make a huge transition and upgrade. But I'm not going to spend $500 chasing specs. That's just something I'm not going to do, and I highly advise that you do not do the same. So if you're in the same boat with me, drop a comment. Are you upgrading, or are you actually going to stay with the Nano? And if you want to see what made me chose the Nano in the first place, I do have a video that you actually can watch right now. And now kind of give you a little bit more clarity on why I chose this smaller camera over a Pocket 3 and now the Pocket 4. So subscribe if you actually want my honest take on these type of videos and not the hype. So I'll see you guys in the next one.